Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing something very different today. In fact, we are testing out a full electric aircraft. We're gonna get more into that here in a minute. We're just getting the rest of the stream set up here, like my controller and stuff for the cameras. It's probably not gonna be a long-ish stream today, but just so you guys can see what this is like. Plus, I wanted to fly it, see what it's also like. But yeah, this is the fully electric Eviation Alice. If I remember that correctly, Eviation Alice. It's a fully, like I said, full electric airplane. There is no gas in this airplane whatsoever. We're gonna see how it is. Also to see if it's worthy of joining our virtual airline here, which is gonna be more on that here later on within the year. But yeah, look at this airplane. It doesn't look terrible. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. I don't know what NTAS is, but cool, I guess. We got the lovely T-tail here with the engines there. But yeah, let's go on into the airplane. I'm not entirely sure how this even works, if I'm being honest. Um, like we have our different thrust modes here. We got our things here. So what I'm going to do essentially is just see how everything is, what buttons you can press, what buttons you cannot press. We're going to get into some situations today. You're gonna get ourselves into some kind of situations today, like, you know, stalling and everything like that. See what it's like. I am going to be we're gonna have our call sign as test 1, and then we're gonna see if it's even NV pilot. EV IAV. We're just gonna type in Alice, see what happens. Alice. Spelled Alice wrong. ALICE. I don't even know what the code would be for this airplane. Let's see if these guys tell you. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what this is. We're gonna take its call sign or its tail number and toss it in the flight radar. Okay, FC001. Let's see if V pilot recognizes that. FC001. Must be 4 characters or less. I don't even know what to put for this. Like, I don't even know what my type code is. Type code 4Zs. Okay, let's try that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so V pilot took that. So I will say it's a victory. because we can. So our call sign today is gonna be test 1, because we're in. I mean, realistically, we can do test flight 1, but we can't quite put flight 1 on there. However, our call sign today is gonna be test 1. We're going to be flying out of Pittsburgh International Airport today. We're over on the cargo side of the airport, just so we can try to, you know, have space over here. We're not interrupting any kind of traffic or anything. So, without further ado, I know I've said this many times, but let's get right into it. So, being that I'm not entirely sure how this goes, I just want to put power to the aircraft. Our flaps are up, I think. Our trim is set to whatever that is. Yeah, our flaps are showing up. Our gear is down. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and battery power on. Nope. Okay, so I wonder if there's. What if I flip these down? Okay, so I am for sure. I want to make sure that I'm not just like my game's just not. I don't have to respawn or anything. We're just gonna turn these on, and then when you figure out Odyssey, you click here, and if you see the screens turn on, then that means your game was just bugged out. So I wonder if there's any avionics that I can just flip on, because I feel like once you turn the batteries on down by the switch by my hand. Okay, so flaps are now up again. Engine 1 power switch on. Engine 1 power. I think I did it. Alright, we got the engine spinning. Just make sure we have ourselves a full thing of just payload. Alright, so let's go back into the aircraft. Alright, so that's good, I guess. What's this? Strobe lights. We go beacon on. That's on. Actually, lights on. I just don't know how to turn on the screens. I feel like there's another thing I'm supposed to press. Oh, hey, look at that. Master on. Avionics on. There we go. It's kind of a cool thing right there. Alright, so all that stuff is gonna get into position there. But also here we have a iPad here, so we can swipe to unlock. Oh, that's cool. So it's compatible with Navigraph. So you can load flight plans onto here. And then this is just like iOS, so you'd swipe up. So we got a flight planner here. So our original flight was to go from, hold on, KPIT to KDTW. Distance is 279 nautical miles. Altitude, we're gonna try to go up to, let's see here. What's a good altitude to go up to? We'll go 30,000 feet. We'll just see how it does at 30. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 30,000. Cruise. Okay. So souls on board. We got 1 soul on board. Bags 0. Efficiency on. Load. So it says we're using no power on the descent. Total weight 16,170 pounds. And I believe we should get there with 61% battery left. Winds are not taken into account. Okay. So everything here looks good. We got our airport chart set up here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and push my keyboard back because I'm not gonna need it. And let's, oh hey, look at that, it's the same kind of screen that's on like the TBM. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we're on taxi power now. And put these down. I actually like how they put those little wires so you can see all those wires right there. It's kind of cool. Interior lights are turned off. COM 1. And let's tune. Let's tune 122.8. 122.8. Enter and swap it. Alright, so everything looks to be good. But let's I think it's time for the actual taxi. So we're gonna put our controller up here, get our throttle stuff. And I'm actually quite excited for this, actually. I know a lot of people don't like electric airplanes, but I'm actually, for one, quite excited for this. Alright, so, release the brakes. We got taxi lights on already. Pittsburgh International Traffic. Test Flight 1 is taxiing to runway 10. Test Flight 1. Well, we could have said Pittsburgh, but oh well. Alright, so we got flaps. We know that they work. Our flight controls are free and correct. This is a nice, cool little birdie, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit nerve-wracking to see that like once you pull your power back to idle, your propellers just turn off until you give it some more power. It almost feels like GTA in a sense. Pittsburgh International Traffic, Test Flight 1 is taking off runway 14. We are staying in the area. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, get a bit more power. I want to zoom out a little bit so I can see everything. It is very much wanting to. It is very what's the word am I looking for? It loves to do whatever you ask it to. Like if you tell it to turn left, you gotta give it like very, very slow movements because it really wants to go. So okay, we got air condition. Alright, well, we got air condition. Alright, I think, oh, so our propellers do turn out completely off. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a little bit so they can wake up. Any aircraft on frequency. Alright, so looking good.
Affirmative.
Alright, so we know that we got somebody here. So we're gonna stay in the pattern for a little bit, do a little bit of flybys of Pittsburgh, and then we're gonna head over to Detroit. And Pittsburgh International traffic, test flight 1 is rolling on 14, remaining in the area. Test flight, Pittsburgh. Alright, let's see what happens when we give it full throttle. It's a little bit slow in my opinion. Not really going over 50 knots, which is kind of weird. Oh, you know what? I know exactly why. And Pittsburgh International traffic, test flight 1 rejecting. I completely forgot to set to my power mode. Alright, so that was a bit of a hiccup, but everything else should be fine. Do we have autopilot in this thing? We do have autopilot. So I feel like they borrowed a lot from the TBM, or at least a lot of the panel work from the TBM, because like all this up here, I'm used to all this right here. I feel like this screen is just like in a large version of the TBM. We have that one screen from the bottom down there you guys saw earlier. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and come down to the bottom here. In Pittsburgh International traffic, test flight 1 is gonna be doing a U-turn here on 30 and then departing out Pittsburgh. Correction, 32. Alright, so we're gonna try that again. Now that we're actually in power mode. Alright, let's see how we do it. We gotta set in power mode. Alright, that wasn't a bad rotation. Alright, positive rate and gears indicating up. It's kind of cool. So we got our everything going there. Actually, I want to show you guys like over by Pittsburgh a little bit. So we're gonna come over here by 2-8. Look at the airport there. I like these. I like the texture I got for it. Yeah, Pittsburgh looks really good with that texture on. But we're gonna go ahead and retract our flaps there. Everything's retracted and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and just get up in the air. I've seen people say on like YouTube videos that this airplane is quite loud, but it's not actually that loud. It's actually really quiet. Like unusually quiet. I'm sure you guys can probably see this, but yeah, this airplane's quite cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's I don't really notice a climb difference from this airplane compared to like an E175. I can do probably like 3,000 feet per minute pretty decently. This is kind of cool. Once we get above like 10,000 feet, we're gonna and Pittsburgh International Traffic, test 1. We are out of Pittsburgh and departing to the west. Test flight 1. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start a roll here. So on the left side here, you can see that we have our standby, sort of standby instruments. I'm not even sure if this airplane's like IFR capable. Like, I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could probably fly at IFR. But I don't think it's like legitimately IFR rated. Also, we're in power mode, so we can get like as much out of the engine as we can. What I want to do is once we get over to Detroit, I want to try seeing if I can do a takeoff under the range performance thrust mode. Actually, let's turn the range mode on now. So we turn range mode on, so it limits the amount of power we get out of the engine. We're still as much as the engine can give us. So it's going to give us about 2,800 feet a minute. Realistically, you can probably get that up to 3,000. And it's like really well, like you can fly it really well because I haven't been inputting under controls for a minute. And you can see it's just doing like 2,900 feet per minute, 3,000, and we're like maintaining 170 knots. Yeah, so you can see we're at 3150 there, 32. So we're gonna give it a little bit of a pitch down command, just so it can just so that way it doesn't climb too rapidly. But yeah, I like the way it flies. It flies really smooth. Where's my battery percentage? Let's see what we got up until now. State of charge, 92%. We got 197 nautical miles left. So what we're going to do is we're going to engage the autopilot, see how the autopilot flies the aircraft. It's trying to go down to 10,000 feet, but we're going to tell it to go up to 30,000 feet. I'm not exactly sure what the actual range was. I'm going to flight level change on. So we're going to let it do its thing in flight level change. I actually think the flight level change works slightly differently in this one. Yeah, it works slightly differently. So I guess it automatically tries to get the selected altitude first. But let me see if I can. Yeah, that's kind of weird that it doesn't Turn that off and turn it back on, see what happens. Yeah, I know. Alright, give me more power. More power. Alright, activate power mode. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot here. Pitch down a bit. I don't even think you can realistically do 3,000 feet a minute in a regular airliner, let alone this one. So, actually, yeah, let's see what happens when you stall the airplane. So we're gonna go ahead and pitch back. We're at full power. We're pitching back. We're pitching back. We're pitching back. I don't know what the stall speed is, but I'm sure it'll let me know. I'm pitching back, waiting for it to stall, waiting for it to stall. Come on. Alright, so around 85 knots, you're going to get that speed. But also keep in mind, it's going to be different for you guys because I am at a completely light load. Full power right now. And the control column is basically to my stomach. So we're gonna keep pulling back. So it doesn't really stall per se. I mean, like, I wasn't able to get it to like fully, like, you know, go into a stall. What I'll do is I'm gonna just pull back real quick. There we go. So keep pulling back, keep pulling back. It's gonna bleed off real quick. So now we're in that stall. We can go ahead and push forward. And then we can pull ourselves out of that stall. So yeah, it's alright, it's not bad. I don't think I selected 30,000. I should use a controller for that, if I'm being honest. Turn on the autopilot though. Turn on flight level change. Alright, so we have it set to 30,000 feet. We're not going to do flight level change because it pitches up way too much and we lose too much airspeed. So we're going to go vertical speed. And then we're going to let the vertical speed do like 2,500 feet per minute. That should be enough that we still climb, but also we can let our speed build up as well, which is also important. What do you guys think about the airplane so far? Talking myself. I actually quite like it. We got our iPad here. We're gonna, okay, so. But yeah, this is quite of a cool airplane, if I don't say so myself, which I do, so yeah. Once we get up to 30,000 feet, we can go ahead and turn on the range mode. And see what we're gonna get with the range. State of charge currently is 79% at full power all the way up. Let's see what So our current range currently is 77 nautical miles. And then our energy per 100 nautical miles is 700 kilowatts. Flight time 30. It's going to give us 31 minutes of flight time. And we still have 149 nautical miles to go, which is not great. Gonna go ahead and flip that range mode on and see what we get out of that. Alright, so once we turned the range mode on, we automatically went up to 93 nautical miles, 92. Which I'm not even sure what it was beforehand. Our autopilot is switched into altitude star, which auto holds the altitude. We got our altitude, and now we're gonna accelerate our speed. I don't think this aircraft has an auto throttle actually. I think that it is you have to keep the throttle yourself. But then also we weren't even flying on our flight plan or flight path either, so yeah. Our range seemed to have gone up to 117 nautical miles. I'm gonna go to the fastest speed that we possibly can go to without over stressing the airframe. I'm not entirely sure what that speed will be though. So you can adjust your cabin altitude manually there. That's kind of cool. Let's see what other kind. It's like almost every button in here you can press, which is kind of cool. We got the trim stuff. We're not gonna mess with it because it's been flying so perfectly well up until now. No buttons on the side. We got COM 1 and COM 2, nav 1. I don't think you can tune. Okay, you don't press it. You have to move the switch. So if you want to COM 1 and COM 2, there we go. We got COM 1 and COM 2, and then it might be COM 1 to talk on. To COM 1 to listen on, and COM 2 to talk on. Which is why it's flip-flop on the other one. And then we have a telephone for whatever reason. And then we also have a COM 3, which is kind of interesting. Send, receive audio. Kind of interesting. Auxiliary receiver audio. I'm not sure what that is. ICS beacon receiver. Markers beacon. We'll turn that on. That's the crew volume. That's for like the people in the back. State of charge currently is 70%. 132 miles to go. It looks like the fastest that we can be up here is 242 knots, which is not the best, but I mean it's the best that we're gonna get. Let's see here. What is our winds looking like? No, 243 indicated here. I want to see what I can do else on the iPad. Come on. So we got notes here. We can take notes. You can actually draw on here, which is kind of cool. I never knew you can do that. I think this might be the first aircraft actually that you can actually do this on. Even though it looks laggy, it is. I was gonna say, even though it looks laggy, it's not really that laggy, but no, it's very much laggy. I'm not sure if that's just like the way that the mouse is or whatever, but yeah, it's quite laggy. It could also be a thing with the thing here. So don't know how I ended up here. Oh, okay, so I did go to, so we can place chalk, but we're not there. The charging port is around here, so this is probably the charging port. Charging port door. I wonder if the airplane will let me take off with the charging port door open. So yeah, we can do all that stuff. They don't have like a way to push back, but that's fine though. That's fine with me. But at least we can see a couple of things here. Oh, we got a manual here, and they give you a QR code. So we're gonna scan the QR code and see where that takes you. It's an introduction manual on the Aviation Alice. So this probably would have been a good idea to read beforehand. So we're gonna go to page 19 since that's like the startup checklist. But anyways, let's get back into the airplane here. Oh, okay, there we go. So down here, you can see the percentage. You can add battery manually in the airplane like that. I think we're at 68%, so we're going to do 68. There we go. Alright, let's look down here. See what else we can do. What other buttons we can press. Primary flight display. Nothing really. Yeah, I don't think I really think. Muted myself by accident. Status. Everything is good. Engines. Everything is good. We're gonna go ahead and bring our thrust levers back a little bit. All right, so there's some customization you can do down here. I'm actually I actually quite like this. We might be flying this a little bit more in the future streams. I'm not sure though. I like the aircraft and everything. It's super easy to fly. I'm just not sure how this whole battery thing is gonna hold up in the long run. We got about 90 miles to go, and we have 130 miles range left. So I mean, like, we'll make it there. But yeah, everything else here looks good. Oh, we even got digital checklist on here. Can you check them off manually? Okay, yeah. So you got battery switches on, avionics on, battery synoptics open, AC as needed, autopilot configure, presurizations at altitude. Okay. So I like the fact that you can call up a charger whenever you want, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to this, which is what I like about what I like most about it. You can almost every button in here, you can press it. If there's a button there, you can press it. There's like 2 buttons that I've seen so far that you can see that you can't press. But I don't even know what those were. It's probably not important. See this thing right here? Not exactly sure what the level mode does. I'm not sure if that's like an extension to the... You know what it might be? It might be if you get the airplane into like an upset attitude, I think it might level the airplane for you. I'm not sure though. It says we have about a 35-minute flight time. I think it'd be really interesting to see what the glide performance is in this airplane. But what do you guys think about it? If there's anybody in here. Indeed, it is pretty cool, Cinematic Raven. I quite like it. Once we get about 20-ish miles from the airport, we're gonna start our descent. This is what we look like on the outside. It looks kind of cool. I like it. I just wonder if the what's that thing called? If the VNAV mode works on this, because it'd be quite cool if it did. So what I'll do is go to procedures, arrival. Back, runway, Detroit, 2-1 left, Blizzard, preview, showing map. So the distance here is 75 total nautical miles. We'll load that, and then we're gonna also load an approach for a 2-1 left. I know it's 2-1 left. Load that. Load. We're just gonna do something like very basic, just to shoot an approach into here. We're gonna turn on our vertical navigation. No, damper on, flight director's on. Oh, navigation was not on. We're about 19 miles from Hummer, going to Bonds. So we're like 19 miles from Bonds. Let me get back up in my flight plan here. I didn't want to do anything like too much. I just wanted to do something like basic. Honestly, I wasn't even gonna do. I wasn't gonna even do what I was doing now. There's nothing on 5 speeds. That's fine. Go map. Go full map, and we're going to do map settings. Map sync. Push your heads up. To do. I completely forget I was in. Oh yeah, I wanted to zoom out my map. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's how you do it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to see if this aircraft is planning on descending. It wants to go from 210 to 15,000. So between 210 and 15,000. VNav enabled. Activate speed, target. Flight plan, constraint, descent. $230 knots. So now I want to see if it's gonna do its own descent, or if I gotta do it. It'd be nice if it can do it by itself, but I highly doubt it. My navigation mode is off, isn't it? I'll turn it back on. Let's see what happens if I do heading. Navigation on. So flight plan. This direct K-Link. There we go, Timbit. Direct Timbit. Now it's time, and now it's the waiting game. Alright, so starting to get a little bit close to the airport, and I don't really want this to continue to hold the altitude. What we'll do is we'll do altitude mode off. Alright, okay. Alright, so it's doing a descent by itself. Alright. I don't know if the altitude hold mode had something to do with it. I think it's still on, actually. Because it looks like it wants to go down to 10,000. I think at 10,000, I think it wants to start its descent to 10,000 at Timbit. Yeah, because Timbit has a floor of 10,000 feet. So we're going to go ahead and do flight level change, see what happens there. On. $737, okay. If I turn the autopilot off, it's still an altitude hold. Alright, so if that's the case, we're going to turn on vertical speed. It is doing a turn for a fork. Alright, so we're gonna have to start our descent ourselves, which is fine. We just have to keep that in mind. Or else until I can figure out how to get this thing to work. So we're gonna start bringing these back. Flight level change on. It wants us at 8,000 feet, so 8,000. I have no idea why it stopped its descent. You're gonna continue? I think that faint white line you guys can see is probably the missed approach procedures. But let's oh, that's good. You can put the EFB up there. Oh, I don't know why it's so blurry. It's weird. Look right here. Oh, Lord. Alright, so I don't suggest you move the EFB. Just leave it where it was. Nah, because it makes you look like you're hallucinating. Yeah, I can't do that. That's trippy. Alright, so we're at a descent now. Not exactly sure what's going on here. Any aircraft on frequency? Let's see what's going on. I don't think there's anybody here, if I'm being honest. Let's see here. They got controller centers over in Chicago. And they have Minneapolis Center, Chicago Center, Boston Center. We're gonna put Chicago on. Actually, you know what? Let's try Minneapolis. We're gonna land in Detroit, fly to Minneapolis. So we put Minneapolis in COM 2. So if we switch our radios over to COM 2, oh, let me give you a backup so I can see this. So we switch our radios here to COM 2. Minneapolis Center, test 1 radio check.
5x5.
Alright, so there is someone there and he is listening. So we do, well, we can't do that because I'm making radio calls. We're still descending out of 26,000, which I mean, I guess I'm glad that it decided to start descending, but it's like, why now? What's that, 210 knots? I mean, I guess that maybe I slowed down to in a speed to where it wants to start it, but I don't know. So the AC to high. I don't know where this other waypoint is. I don't see it on my thing. The other waypoint's like behind me. Ipsy, direct, anyway, direct. Alright, we're gonna start our turn for the final T1. And Detroit traffic, test 1, we're about 25 nautical miles to the northeast, inbound for landing runway 21 left, Detroit traffic. See, I like how open this window is, so you can actually like see out really decently well. Hey, my iPad fixed itself. So what I think we'll do is we'll land in Detroit for a little bit, let the aircraft charge. I want to see if it charges actually, if it like legitimately charges. And then if it does, then we're gonna fly over to Minneapolis, and then we're gonna call it there for at least for a little bit. I want to see. I don't know if it actually gets more efficient as it goes up, because regular jet engines, the higher you go up, the less air there is, therefore the less fuel you burn. However, this doesn't use fuel; it uses electric, and electric doesn't get affected by, you know, the same thing that gas gets affected by. So I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be a little bit more efficient. We're at 24,000 feet. So what I'm going to do, and it's not really like descending me either, so what we'll do is we're going to disconnect the autopilot here in a second. We're going to do some 360s, some spiraling 360s down to the ground. And just so we can lose some altitude. Now, what happens if you turn on taxi mode in the middle of, like mid-flight? Oh, so it won't let you turn. Okay. Oops. So the thing with this airplane, you have to keep it in You gotta do the rudders manually. The yacht hammer should take care of it, but it wasn't a little bit ago. Oh dear. Oh, that's good, man. It's just like went away. Oh, so it takes everything away whenever you're like in a deep dive, and then once you come out of it, it brings everything back again. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's keep our bank going here. Alright, now would be a good time to see if you can actually shut down an engine mid-flight. Turn that off. Turn this off. We still have power to that engine. We'll turn this off. It kills it all. If I try giving it power, it doesn't accelerate. Both engines are currently dead. So I gotta go down here and turn these on. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that I can actually... Okay, we got our avionics back. It just took a second. State of charge 36%. I completely forgot to set a timer to see how much state of charge we have, or like how long it took us to deplete our battery. So I think what we're gonna try is when we land in Detroit, we're actually gonna try to do a payload flight out of Detroit. And Detroit should be to our left. Let me know if you guys see the airport. I think it's out over here. We'll see it once we start turning towards it. But I'll try to do it like early. It says it should be basically in front of us. Okay, there it is. Right there. I see it right over there. There's Detroit. Alright, so autopilot's back on, our vertical navigation's back on. It should descend by itself here. I don't like how late it's waiting to descend, to be totally honest. Let's see, at these low power settings, we're getting 208, 290, almost 300 miles of range, so not sure. They're coming in. Let's see if we can do an approach mode with this plane. Approach mode on. I think we're still too high for it. We're actually going to start our descent at 2,000 feet because I don't really like how it's waiting for so long. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go to. Oh, it looks like it's descending now. No, it's just a joke. It's not actually descending. So yeah, what we do is we're gonna do vertical speed down at like, 1,000 feet per minute. Oh, that's the climb. And I was wondering why there wasn't any why there's no minus sign there. Alright, so I'm going down 2,000 feet, 1,000 feet per minute to 2,000 feet. And we should be getting there. We're going to turn on our flaps. And bring them back up again. The gear in this airplane sounds so scratchy. So in about 5-ish minutes, we should be fairly close to the runway where we can start getting our getting the ILS and stuff, our ILS frequencies, our ILS pointers in. Not entirely sure where this airplane is planning on landing on. But we're gonna trust the automatics because they haven't given me a reason not to trust it. I think the runways on the left or on the right are 22 and not 21. Nope. Wrong button again. That's still the wrong button. Final approach fix is Pupil, and we should be at 2,000 feet by then. So active navigation, switch to localizer. It's going to capture a localizer. No, I haven't really been. I have my throttle here set to 0 for the longest time. Well, now it's 0. I mean, the propellers are still probably going to be spinning on the outside when I look, because it's been because it's at idle and there's wind blowing. Yeah, and realistically, it shouldn't be set. The propeller should not stop spinning in the air because that creates drag, and we don't want that. But I mean, yes, I am high, but I'm not too terribly high. Well, I am though, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that. So I'm gonna pitch down a little bit, because at this point we should be at 2,000 feet and we're not yet. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get our flaps out. Get our gear out. Another notch of flaps. Still a bit high. We're laying on this runway to the left here.
$2,500.
That's 2,500 feet to the ground. At least we know our radio altimeter is alive, or also known as our RA. We're gonna go down. We're pretty much just gonna pitch down at this point. I don't want to do too much so I don't gain too much speed upon landing. But we can also bleed that off real quick. So we're just gonna go down there.
$1,000.
1,000 feet to the ground. Alright, finally got it. Now on altitude. We're looking pretty good. Our speed is a little bit low.
$500. $400. $300. $200.
Really stable approach here. Land 2 on left.
$100. $50. $40. $30. $20. $10.
Alright, and welcome to Detroit, guys. Alright. That was a decent flight. I didn't mind it. We're gonna go ahead and turn into stand here. I just wanna know, oh well. I need to go here. Broke down. I need to turn this on the taxi. No, it's on taxi mode. If I give it full power, I don't think I go above like 30 knots or so. I'll go above like 60 knots. But like it is quick though, I'll tell you that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn into here. I'm not done yet. Continue. However, it would be nice if we could control each engine individually. Because like whenever you move the thrust levers, you control both engines at the same time. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, bring our flaps back up. AC is gonna be turned off. We can go ahead and clear our flight plan out. Delete flight plan. Okay. Alright, let's go through our checklist actually. Checklist. We're gonna do our shutdown checklist. So power 1 and 2 engines off. Batteries 2 and 3 engines off. Oh, that's right here. Flip that off, flip that off. Chocks in. We're gonna go put our chocks in. Come on. Airplane. Chocks. Place. All lights are off. I'm gonna flip them all off. Yeah, that's off. That's also off. Alright, so that's done. Let's go charging. So, airplane app, call charger. Alright, so we're gonna go back to airplane app. We're gonna go call charger. We're gonna see if the charger's actually out there. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's out here. Alright. Charge port open. Widget opens. So now we're charging. And there we go. So we're at 34%. It's saying time remaining for charger and it's an hour and 40 minutes. We're at super fast speed scale. Alright, so speed scale is set to 10x. That gives us 9 minutes. It's giving us charging at 500 kilowatts. I kind of like this airplane. I feel like that was a pretty good landing from my perspective. Alright, so let's go to the iPad here. And we're just going to give ourselves a full battery. Wow, that's crazy. That's a really fast charging we did. Alright, so to disconnect the charger, we just come over here. We hit Take that out. And then we can go ahead and remove the charger. So remove charger. And now we're gonna go ahead and add some payload to this. That was a flight over, we did the whole flight basically on empty as a ferry flight, but this time we're gonna add weight to the airplane, which is gonna make it a little bit more heavy. Apparently there was weight on this airplane this whole time, so we're gonna do 100%. Makes sense. Alright, so let's go back to our checklist. Start up, Chuck's Place, Flight Planner app load. Let's go back to our Flight Planner. We're going to go from KDTW. You cannot type on here. There we go. KDTW to MSP. Couldn't tell you the nautical miles, and if I'm being 100% honest. Souls on board. Delete this. Do 9. Total bags. Go 200. 200. 20 bags. Okay, I guess. Efficiency mode on. Load. Okay, so yeah, once that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it some battery power, just so we can. I don't know why I turned that way. Oh, you know what? We gotta go battery on first. Also, as a matter of fact, we can actually keep the charger connected so we don't use battery underground. So, airplane, call charger, go to, get that connected. So it was $16 to charge our airplane from 39% to 100%. I wish one thing they would add on this is like a way to go back to your camera you were just on. Let's open the cabin door and the cargo door. See what that looks like. Fancy. This thing looks like an absolute spaceship, okay? I don't care what y'all say. It's an absolute spaceship. Alright, let's go back to here. It's good. Here. Flight plan. Origin. KD. T W enter destination K M S P. We're just gonna do a direct flight. We're gonna try to keep it at 17,000 feet. We're doing 17,500 feet because we're flying VFR. And I don't believe there's supposed to be weather expected along the route. What is the distance? 2-1 left. Distance is... Yep, it's over on this other screen. 459 nautical miles. So it is going to be quite literally the range of our airplane. Flight planner 4 5. Oh no, okay. 4 5 9 load. So it doesn't even know what we're gonna be. New flight, and we're gonna be doing 1 7 1 2 3. So yeah, it's saying that we're gonna have a total cruise time of like 2 hours and 2.5 hours, and it doesn't even know what kind of battery we're gonna have when we land, because like I said, it's gonna be quite literally AC low -5, aircraft medium, aircraft high -15%. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, it quite literally does not know because of how close this is gonna be to the range. Do that on, and that on. Let's see what we got on Vansim. We still got people over here. So we're gonna be flying probably to Chicago because they still have center. Yeah, let's fly to Chicago. Plus, it'll be a bit of a shorter flight as well, so we'll do it that way. I think later on today, I'll do a flight just to see what my range will actually be. So we're gonna do K ORD. There you go, enter. That's gonna give us 204 nautical miles. Let's put that into our flight planner. So KORD. Nope. Gosh. There we go. KOR. It gets a little bit aggravating whenever you go from like mouse to keyboard to mouse to keyboard. There we go. So, too good. Delete. Oh, because it's not even clicked on. So RD to delete. 200 and we'll go to 210 just to be on the safe side. Efficiency on and load that. It still doesn't know, but we'll see what happens. All right, so let's run through the rest of this checklist real quick. Checklist. Let's see here. That's in. Batteries on. Avionics on. Battery synoptic page open. We're not going to even do that. Batteries 2 and 3% check. Should probably just to make sure. It'll be under PFD, I think. Nope, I was wrong. This aircraft systems. Batteries. Everything's at 100%. Okay, so battery 2. Good lifetime. Current voltage 0 amps. Last charged 1 hour and 36 minutes. State of charge 100%. State of charge 100%. And a battery 1 is at 90%. But it'll be okay because I believe. Well, oh well. Alright, so AC as needed, avionics configured, autopilot configured, pressurization set altitude. So we're gonna go ahead and set our pressurization altitude to whatever that is. Alright, let's see here. Preservation station set altitude. All these lights are on. Battery 2 and 3 engine on. Power status charge check. Alright, so we can go ahead and fire everything else up. That's on. We can get these on. Alright, so that's on. Taxi mode is set to on. Startup checklist is done. Chocks removed. Thrust levels set to taxi. Taxi lights on. Takeoff flaps set. Alright, so let's go to here and do airplane. Chocks removed. Let's go back to checklist and we keep it there. Alright, so this is gonna be our first flight with payload. Let's see what happens if I try to give it some power while we're connected to the charger. Okay, so you quite literally cannot move while the you cannot move while you're connected to the charger, which is fantastic. So let's get this charger out of here. Airplane. Go ahead and close our doors. Remove charger. Close. Just range low. My range is quite literally at 100%. What do you mean range low? Oh, it's saying okay. Well, we should be good though. And Minneapolis, Detroit traffic. Test 1 is taxiing runway 21 left. Detroit. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi on out of here. Let me see what the fastest I can get. Yeah, 47 is the fastest that this thing can taxi at, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it would be really cool if the game would let you adjust each engine individually. Alright, so we're on Taxiway Sierra. Sierra to the left, Sierra 5 straight ahead, Sierra 5 to the right, which is kind of odd. But I guess they both go to Sierra 5, so that's okay. Alright, so we're just gonna make a quick shortcut here. Let me me see if V-Pilot is still on. Alright, so Chicago Center is still up. Detroit traffic, test 1, taking off runway 21 left. Test, Detroit. Alright, so we're just gonna ignore all rules of everything. And before I make this mistake again, alright, we're up in the air, positive rate, and indicating. Like, this thing just picks up and goes. But it's just really hard to stall. It's really easy to stall when it first takes off. Like, this airplane, it really wants to be left in a clean configuration. I wonder if you can just take off with no flaps. I wonder if that'll change the performance at all. Because, like, we're doing a really decent climb on the way out of here. Ah, be quiet. Alright, we're gonna engage the autopilot. Turn navigation mode on. Going to altitude select 37,005. Twelve, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 5. And we do flight level change since it wants to be super fast. Flight level change on. There's that bitch up. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and tune in Chicago. Matter of fact, we already have them. We're just gonna switch it over to COM 2. I wonder, okay, let me see if they checklist going to tell me to turn off battery 1. Alright, so checklist, let's see here. And, we got all these done. Gear up, flaps up, powers required to charge after 10,000, landing lights off, barometer set to standard. Alright. Thrust mode as required, power as required, state of charge, monitor. We're at 93% state of charge with 125 nautical miles to go. Alright, so if we turn off battery master, what does that do? Turns everything off. Except for our engines. Our engines are separate. I gotta reset that altitude because I turned it off. The vertical speed now. We're gonna hit this for okay. I don't think it has the flight plan anymore. See your flight plan. Yep, it deleted it, so we're gonna re-put that stuff in. Pretty sure I switched it over to COM2. That's don't come on. Let's see here. K to W to destination. K L R D. Go up here to here. Navigation on. I don't think you guys can hear me. Hello there. Did that. We have 190 miles left to go. With 129 miles range left. That's absolutely fantastic. So the airplane is definitely working harder to fly. I want to see if I can mess with my range a little bit. So we're gonna do alright, so we're gonna do like passenger 1, 128, passenger 2. I don't even know what the max load is. Total, okay, so max payload is 2,400 pounds, which is like not a whole lot. Why did it stop at 15.3? Let's go 17.5. Vertical speed. Should take us about 2 minutes to get up there. Maybe a minute and a half. Pitch down a little bit just so we can... Alright, you know what? Let's turn this on to range mode. Range mode is on. Let's listen to Chicago's ATIS.
Runway 4 left. Runway 22 right close. Brief and call runway hold short instructions. Pilots use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for men and equipment at numerous sites on the field. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information X-ray. O'Hare International Airport ATIS information X-ray 1851 Zulu. Westcom. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 29er. 2.9er. Altimeter 3006. Arrivals expect vectors ILS runway 27 center approach. ILS runway 28 center approach. Departures expect runway 22 left. Runway 28 right from November 5 9,750 feet available. Land and hold short operations are in effect. Notices to air missions. Runway 4 left. Runway 22 right closed. Brief and call runway hold short instructions.
Alright.
Pilots use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of...
Let's see how far we are from Chicago's airspace. We're gonna give him up a call just so we can try to get some early clearance here. Let's see what we got. Chicago Center, test 1, radio check. Let's make sure we're tuned into their thing.
It's Kilo Echo
Yep, there
Lima
we go.
X-ray. Clear direct Echo Lima X-ray and up to Salado 350, American 332. American 332, actually, clear direct to Hack. It's Hotel Alpha Alpha Kilo Kilo. Direct Hack in Salado 350, American 332.
Is approximately 13 miles south of Kilo, Bravo Charlie Kilo, currently I-4 to Buffalo.
Trying to get a word in, but now they're talking over each other.
Delta 1806, Chicago Center, staying on the positions.
Yes, sir, we're about 12 and a half miles south of Kilo, Bravo Charlie Kilo.
And Delta 1806, I'm sorry, I don't see on the scope here anywhere. Delta 5242, radar contact lost.
Chicago Center, United 2851, right taxi to O'Hare, set up for 2 right, and wave whiskey.
Chicago Center, test 1, looking for a VFR flight following into Chicago.
Test 1, Chicago Center, roger, standby.
Alright, so he said standby. We can still technically enter that airspace since it's not Bravo airspace, and we're staying just under Alpha airspace. So we should be good. He might not be able to give it to us.
United 2851, you say you're set up for runway 28 right. It's up to you, that's actually currently closed, according to the real world ATIS. I can give that to you if you like, no worries.
Whatever one's open, I guess. United 2851.
Unit 2851, I can offer you runway 27 left, how about that?
That's one.
2851, runway 27 left, taxi via Uniform Golf, full length.
27 left, Uniform Golf full length, United 2851 heavy.
Let's see if they can give us a flight following.
Sorry, 18 Mike, radar contact, say altitude.
Passing 36 for 5,000, Qatari 18 Mike.
Sorry, 18 Mike, roger, climb and maintain, level 310, clear direct to Rainer.
Rainer, climb flight level 310, Qatari 18 Mike.
Number 4, Romeo, Sierra, radar contact, say altitude.
Altitude 5,000 feet, full Romeo.
Number 4, Romeo, Sierra, roger, climb, maintain, level 450, clear direct to E-Bake.
Got it,
Yeah, 369, push and starts at your discretion. You can expect runway 27 left, full length, call for taxi. American 697, cross fire at and maintain 9,000, the O'Hare altimeter 3006.
Try to do something for 207.
Crossfire at or above 9,000, altimeter is 3006, American 697.
Yeah, 2762, cross river, flight level 200, cross fire at, and maintain 9,000, altimeter 3006.
Crossing fire at 9,000. Turn 70. Oh, sorry, 27.
Gulfstream 0 Alpha Lima, North Rampart, Keegan, taxi request, runway 23.
November 900 Alpha Lima, runway 14, taxi by Charlie.
Unable 140 Alpha Lima.
I'm sorry, say again.
0 Alpha Lima is unable 14, we need 23.
Alright, November 900 Alpha Lima, runway 23, taxi via Charlie, hold short, runway 23.
Julia via short 23, 0 Alpha Lima.
I hope he didn't forget about me. I think he's still working on my flight following.
November 986 Sierra Alpha, release your departure clearance void if not off in 10 minutes. If not off in 10 minutes, advise this frequency no later than 15 minutes. Change your advisory frequency approved. Port Airborne, please. American 332 for traffic, turn left heading 090.
Left of 090, American 332.
American 2080, X-ray, the taxi, expected to us.
Roger, stand by.
November 90, multi-turn kilo, taxi 6 o'clock.
And November 90, runway 16, taxi via Kilo.
160 kilo, 90.
American 2080, runway 22 left, taxi via Alpha, Victor.
Alpha Victor, runway 22 left, American 2080.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 561, Chicago Center, turn. Fly runway heading, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff. Yeah, 2851, flight runway heading, runway 27 left, full length, clear for takeoff.
Flight runway heading, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, United 2851 heading.
Yeah, 313, descend and maintain 6,000.
This is maintain 6,000, American 350.
Gulfstream 0 Alpha Lima, phone short 23 at Charlie.
So this is our very first flight with the electric aircraft.
Alright, I had two at once, and I've actually got someone at my door. Need you all to stand by for about 5 minutes if you can, please. I'll be right back.
Sarah Center, we got traffic alert. We're at the make a right turn, 120 to store avoid oncoming traffic.
You're on.
Yeah, we got you inside.
Close one.
Anyone here ever flown the electric aircraft before?
The what?
The electric aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. He said the what?
If it's not made of dead dinosaurs, it's not worth flying.
I've been flying it for like half an hour now, and I'm approaching to Chicago right now.
Yes, all the way.
That guy's reaction was quite funny. The what? Let me refresh my chat, make sure no one's been trying to say anything. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up on my phone. But this will be my last flight in this aircraft for the day. I really do think I might fly this aircraft a little bit more often. Because I'm liking it. It seems kind of cool. It's a little bit... It's not really practical. But then again, that's like a lot of electric stuff. It's not practical. It's just cool. We're at 66 and we're on range mode. We're chewing through range on this flight in particular. I don't know why, but we are still 119 nautical miles away, so we should be okay actually. I'd say we're gonna probably start our descent in around 7-ish minutes because our ETA is 21 minutes, so we'll probably start in 15 minutes. Alright guys, so let's see here. Do you guys think, okay, if we had to give this plane a cool kind of tail number or call sign, what do you guys think we would name this one?
Anyone telling this frequency?
Still here, flying straight in the wrong direction.
Still here, waiting for a VFR fight following, but we're here.
Yeah, the controller stepped away, so do your own thing.
I thought that was the controller, my bad.
Things I'm doing it.
Alright, apologies, I'm back online here. It's going to be a second before I can get caught up with American 313, turn left heading 350 vectors approach.
So listening 350 and we're descending to 4, American 313.
American 313, roger, thank you.
So November 9860 Alpha, rest proceed direct on course to waypoint Wismo.
I don't remember. Find you here. Let me call you guys for a minute here. Number 4. Sorry, 18 Mike. Let's see. You climbed to level 310, direct to Bartman. Yeah, 2851. I got your radar contact. Climb maintain level 340 and proceed on course.
340 on course, United 2051.
We are climbing at 310 and confirm you direct for us, Qatar 18 Mike.
Sorry, 18 Mike. You can climb maintain level 31. American 2085, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Go ahead, American 2080.
American 313, turn left heading 300, intercept runway 28 center localizer.
So left heading 300, join the 28 center localizer, American 330.
American 332, Cleveland's offline, radar service terminated, change advisory approved. Have a good.
November 90, 16.
American, I'm sorry, Air Canada 506, say again.
I'm looking to pick up IFR to Toronto.
I want to pick up IFR to Toronto. I mean, that's one way to say it. I don't think that's the proper way to say it, but
November 90, 16, Milwaukee.
November 90, runway 16, clear for takeoff, turn left heading 040.
Left 04016, clear for takeoff, November 90.
November 9860 Alpha.
9860 Alpha, I got you there. Radar contact, climb and maintain level 410 and clear direct to Wismo.
410 direct to Wismo, November 9860 Alpha.
Center United 369, ready to taxi. I'm facing the wrong direction, so I can turn around here.
United 369, roger. Yeah, if you can make a 180, there are only 27 left. Full length, taxi via Uniform Golf.
Taxi via Uniform Golf, 27 left, United 369, thank you.
Center, test 1, flight level 17,500.
Test 1, Chicago Center. I got you. Confirm your VFR.
Affirmative VFR for Chicago.
And I'm sorry, O'Hare or Midway?
O'Hare.
Roger. Test 1, Squawk 3243, maintain VFR O'Hare altimeter 3006.
Can I get that squawk code one more time, please?
Squawk 3243.
3243.
American 313, O'Hare Airport, Switch 12 o'clock, 12 miles, Port Field in sight.
Import in sight, American 313.
Roger. Clear visual approach, runway 28 center, American 313.
Clear visual approach, runway 28 center, American 313.
Now we're at 36.
Alright, Canada 506, ready taxi.
Air Canada 506. Which runway did you say you were set up for?
22 left.
Air Canada 506, runway 22 left, taxi via Alpha Victor.
Alpha Victor, 22 left, Air Canada 506.
Chicago Center, Southwest 3119, descending at 30, flight number 300, towards Brook.
What? What do you say?
American 697, descend and maintain 4,000, fly heading 180 vectors for the airport.
180, maintain 4,000, American 697 has X-ray.
Southwest 3119, Chicago Center, descend via the ND6 arrival, 22 left transition, midway altimeter 3006.
Descent ED6, arrival 22 left, transition Southwest 3119.
Chicago Center, good day, Delta 1607 with the Federal 370 cruising.
It says we're gonna get
Delta
206.
1607, Chicago Center, radar contact, welcome. American 313, wind, calm, runway 28 center, clear to land.
Clear to land 28 center, American 313.
November 90, radar contact, sail speed.
Verify we're good for normal speed.
At 2851, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, thanks.
November 90, radar contact, climb and main level 400, clear direct Olin.
400 direct Olin, November 90.
And November 90, give me a left turn direct Olin, please.
Left turn to Olin, November 90.
United 2762, turn left heading 180, descend and maintain 4,000 vectors for the airport.
180 and down, was that 6,000 for United, 2762?
Down to 4,000.
4,000 United.
Chicago Center, Delta 527 with the Federal 390.
And Delta 527, apologies, looking for you. I got you there. Radar contact at level 390. Welcome.
Let me get my airport chart out.
And November 90, radar contact lost. American 697, recess transponders, please, squawk 5545.
5545, American 697.
United 369, fly runway heading runway 27 left, full length, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, United 369, thank you.
Chicago Center, good afternoon, Delta 2781, inbound to Fort Wayne at flight level 360.
Delta 2781, Chicago Center, roger.
So we can just roll down the whole way.
Number 2607, Lima, my apologies. Janesville Airport, off the left wing there, about 5 miles Port Field site.
2607 Lima's got the airport in sight, 2607 Lima.
607 Lima, enter the left down for runway 14, runway 14, clear to land.
14 clear to land, 2607 Lima.
American 697, turn 20 degrees right.
20 degrees right, American 697.
American 697, descend and maintain 3,500.
3,500, American 697.
Getting quite close to the airport.
Southwest 30, disregard. American 2080, I got your radar contact. Climb maintain level 340 and clear direct to O'Bean.
Alright, O'Bean up to 340, can we delete the speed restriction for American 2080?
Any firm, resume normal speed, and in fact go direct to O'Gale.
Alright, O'Gale and delete the speed restriction for American 2080, thanks.
American 506 is short of 60 left.
American 697, turn right, heading 260, intercept the runway 28 center localizer.
Intercept 28 center, I set up 27 center, but I'll do 28 center, American 697.
American 313, taxi east on Papa, hold short, runway 28 right at Golf Golf.
It was right on Papa, hold short of 28 right at Golf Golf, American 330.
Air Canada 506, fly runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Go ahead and clear for takeoff 22 left, Air Canada 506.
Our 4 Romeo Sierra, Cleveland's offline, radar service terminated, change of advisory approved, have a good day. Sorry, 18 Mike, Minneapolis offline, radar service terminated, change of advisory approved, have a good day.
Have a good day, Qatari 185, thank you.
Air Canada, disregard.
Center United 3902 Heavy, did we miss your termination of us?
Stand by. Looking for you. American 697, airport's going to be at your 10 to 11 o'clock and 2 miles before the airport in sight.
Airport inside, American 697.
American 697, cleared visual approach runway 28 center.
Cleared for the visual 28 center, American 697.
Chicago Center, United 369, departed 27 left, climbing to 4,000.
United 369, Chicago Center, radar contact, climb maintain level 350, and clear direct mobile.
Climb and maintain 50, cleared direct to mobile. Thank you, United 369. Air Canada 506 is climbing.
Is he in the real airplane? Oh lord, that was terrible.
Air Canada 506, Chicago Center, radar contact, climb maintain level 390, clear direct E-bake.
My level 390, direct to E-bake, Air Canada 506.
Number 2607 Lima, you can taxi to the ramp at your discretion. Have a good day.
2607 Lima to the ramp, thank you very much.
Chicago Center, test 1 here. Can we expect to navigate under our own, or are you going to give us vectors for 27 Center?
Test 1, looks like you're VFR, so VFR discretion, descent at your discretion, and you can plan runway 28 Center today, O'Hare altimeter 3006.
Alright, we'll plan for 28 Center, test 1. Alright, well that changes everything. Oh lord, that's gonna be a long taxi. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, 2762, turn right heading 300, intercept runway 28 center localizer.
300, intercepting the 28 center localizer, United 2762.
American 697, wind calm, runway 28 center, clear to land.
Clear to land 28 center, American 697.
And test 1, turn 20 degrees left, descend and maintain 4,000. I'll put you on the visual for 28 center.
20 left, descend, maintain 4,000, test 1. Alright, so...
2762 heavy, turn right, now heading 300, intercept the runway 28 center localizer.
Return in for the intercept the localizer for 28 center, United 28,
And then we're going to descend and maintain 4,000. Test 1. Yeah, vertical speed that down. Keep going down. 4,000.
American 313, short to it, right at Golf Golf.
American 313, cross to it right at Golf Golf and continue taxi. Standby 1. Continue taxi via Victor Alpha to the gate. Have a good day.
Victor Alpha, we're going to Kilo 6. We're crossing to it right at Golf Golf, American 313. Good night.
So let me show you guys something on my other screen, okay?
2762 O'Hare Airport, City 12 o'clock, 15 miles, Fourth Airport site.
Airport site, United 2762.
2762, cleared visual approach, runway 28 center.
Clear to 28 center visual approach, United 2762.
And test 1, turn right, heading 265, when able, intercept runway 28 center localizer.
Turn right heading 265, and we'll let you know when you get the localizer. Test 1. Alright, 265.
Chicago Center, American 1187, flight level 340.
American 1187, Chicago Center, roger. Welcome.
1500 is not going to do it.
Hey, Delta 1806, Chicago Center, are you here?
So we need to go down fast. So we're going to go 3,100 feet per minute. I have the engines basically to idle. Alright, so let me show you guys this, alright? So, he wants me to land on 28 center, which is this runway right here. Not the long one on the top, but the shorter one under it. I'm going to land, probably take Papa 5.
What is the Chicago O'Hare altimeter for United 2762?
And then
O'Hare altimeter 3006.
3006.
3006.
So yeah, we're going to be taxiing up to here, all the way up to the general aviation ramp. That's all the way up here. So we got to go all the way down here, taxi through here, all the way up to there.
American 697,
that is going to be a long
one. Ultra to your right at Golf Golf.
Holding short of Golf Golf, American 697.
Which is going to suck. It really is. But at least we'll be on the ground.
Yeah, 2762 heavy wind, calm, runway 28 center, clear to land.
28 center, clear land, United 2762.
It's kind of funny because I told him I want VFR navigation, and he gave me navigation for the ILS or for the localizer. So I'm assuming he knows that we can shoot an approach, but we were just chose to go VFR. It's quite funny. We're like barely hanging onto the edge of the speed limit here. Like we were quite literally 3 knots, 4 knots under the speed limit for being under 10,000. but we're like coming in fast. We're gonna come in fast, and then we're just gonna throw everything out to slow up. This airplane does really good at slowing down.
O'Hare Airport's going to be at 12 o'clock and 15 miles for the airport inside.
Report inside, test 1.
Test 1, Roger, you can make a straight in final for only 28 center.
Straight in final for 28 center, test 1.
Number 9860 Alpha, continue climb to flight level 450.
9860 Alpha, Roger, climb maintain 450.
Up to 450, November 9860 Alpha.
Let's see if there's anyone else over on the Twitch side of stuff. Don't think so. I'm also not sure if this stream is just messing up on Streamlabs. Alright, we're leveling off here at 4,000. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and turn the approach mode on, just to let it fly it for us. Then the speed.
American 697, technically Golf is closed there. If you would, taxi hold runway 2 right at Yankee.
Hold short at 28 right at Yankee, American 697.
American 1187, cross Hulls at and maintain 12,000. O'Hare altimeter 3006. Can expect runway 28 center.
Our speed is going down like so slow.
American 1187, you can expect runway 28 center. Cross Hulls at and maintain 12,000. O'Hare altimeter 3006.
2,500.
Center across Hulls 12,000.
We're gonna throw our flaps out because we need to get our speed down. Even though it's gonna be like way too fast for our flaps to be out.
Test 1, wind calm, runway 28 center, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 center, and I was just getting ready to call you the field on site.
Roger. American 697, cross runway 28 right at Yankee, continue taxi via Victor Alpha to the gate.
Victor Alpha to the gate.
Cross 28 right, Victor
Alright,
Alpha
so
to the gate, American 697.
we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot.
United 2762, Alpha 28 Center, Papa 1.
United 2762 Heavy, safe parking today, please.
Parking will be Charlie 18 at the United Terminal.
Yeah, 2762, you can cross right to it right at Delta and taxi via Kilo 3 Alpha to the gate.
1,000.
That's 1,000 feet to the ground.
28 right at Papa, or was that Delta, Kilo 3 Alpha to the gate. United 2762.
Yeah, 2762 Heavy, let me give you something that actually matches your Navicraft chart there. Cross 28 right at Delta, taxi via Alpha, Quebec, Uniform 7,
Alright,
Uniform
landing gear extended, final notch flaps out.
28 right at Delta, Alpha, Quebec, Uniform 7.
Like I told you guys, we're going to be throwing everything out on final.
Stay firm, thank you.
No problem.
500.
500 feet to the ground. These approaches have been looking really good on this airplane, I'm telling you.
400.
Number 986 Sierra Alpha Cleveland is offline. Radar service terminated. Change advisor approved. Have a good day.
Like, look how good this is looking.
Service, have a good day. Over 986 here Alpha.
300.
Still looking good. Like
200.
Like 120 knots.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Come on.
10.
Alright. Taxi off the runway here. Wasn't entirely smooth landing there. We're gonna turn the parking brake on. Why are you telling me?
Southwest 3119, would you prefer the RNAV Yankee or the RNAV X-ray at runway 22 left?
Let's go down here.
I'll take the RNAV Yankee, that's Southwest 3119.
3119, roger, you can expect that. Descend and maintain 4,000.
RNAV Yankee, descend and maintain 4,000, Southwest 3119.
And I think we're good. The belts off and everything. Let me get my charts up. That's weird. So that's 28 center to my left here, but not on my charts. Let me see what this thing up here is in front of me. It says it's Papa. Release the brakes. And center, are you guys giving us taxi to the general aviation ramp?
Test 1, yes sir, I can give that to you. It's pronounced taxi east on Papa and hold short of runway 28 right at Yankee.
Taxi on Papa and we'll hold short 28 right on Yankee, test 1. There's Delta Delta.
Sorry, I think United 2732
that's Delta.
missed Quebec, but we're turning on you.
You said Yankee.
No worries, the scenery does not match, so just do your best there. Sadly, it's going to be this way for a few years.
I made a mistake.
It's going to be this way for a few years. Don't worry about it. Do what you need to do. Taxi on the pavement.
Do what you need to do. Taxi on the pavement.
American 1187 is we are cleared to stand up.
American 1187, A firm, cross hulls at and maintain 12,000.
Go to descend down across hulls at 12,000, American 1187.
And center, test 1 here. We are holding short 28 right. However, we don't see Yankee. I'm assuming that the scenery doesn't match as well.
It's actually all the way to the east side of the field on Papa. There's no worries. You can cross right 2 right at Charlie, and then taxi via Alpha, Sierra, Golf, hold short runway 4 right at Golf.
Cross runway 28 right for Charlie, taxi via Alpha to Sierra, hold short runway 4 left, test 1.
And test 1's going to be Alpha, Sierra, Golf. Hold short 4 left at Golf.
Alpha, Sierra, Golf, and we'll hold short at Golf, test 1.
A firm.
Alright, so we're going to taxi all the way up here. Sierra will be somewhere.
Chicago Center, United 369, requesting flight altitude 360.
At 369, yes sir, climb maintain level 360.
360.
Okay, so Sierra is going to be to my left. Make a left turn here on the next taxiway. Charlie. So make a left here. Make a right on Sierra. The scenery apparently is not gonna match what I have on my charts here. Because they're saying Bravo Bravo. And I don't have a Bravo Bravo on my charts, so we're gonna make this left here. For Sierra. And it says taxiway Alpha. And we got random airport signs in the middle of the taxiway. So we're just going to continue where we are. If he didn't want us to be where we are, then he would probably tell us. I would assume so. However, I'm assuming a little bit of the scenery is messed up because of the fact that of what they were saying earlier. According to my nav egraph, we're on Alpha, I think. Is there a taxiway to my right? There is not. Yeah, there's no taxiway over there. He said Alpha. He said Sierra Alpha, and then Golf. One of the ones around. But we know that Golf is gonna be basically all the way to the end. We're gonna be taking Golf all the way up until 4 left. We're just gonna keep these on so we can taxi. We just don't wanna go too fast, you know what I mean? Because it's saying on my graph, it's saying Juliet, but it's saying Bravo Bravo. And then this is the runway up here, so we're gonna make a right up here. This will be Golf that's coming up here. Make a right turn up here. I was wondering what that squeaky noise is. Apparently it's just the game, so.
2851 Minneapolis offline, radar service terminated, change advisor approved. Have a good day.
Picture approved, yeah, 2851, good day.
And Chicago Center, test 1.
Test 1, go ahead.
Hey, so you might want to let the airport know they got a couple of their taxiway signs here just throwing about the airport. It might be a hazard to aircraft.
Yeah, the scenery itself doesn't match the real charts at all, but yeah, thank you.
And also, can you confirm I am on Golf?
Affirm.
Alright, Chicago Center, United 2732 is shut down at the gate. Thanks for the ATC. I forget, see it.
Roger, every day. Chicago Center, Southwest 3119, we got the airport in sight. South 3119, roger. Turn right heading 090, going to be vectors for the approach. Right heading 090, hit this approach Southwest 3119.
3119. Alright, and we got to hold short of 4 left.
Test 1, cross runway 4 left at Golf. Hold short runway 27 left at Tango Tango.
Cross runway 4 left at Golf, and we'll hold short of Tango 27 left at Tango Tango. Test 1.
Chicago Center, Southwest 44, flight level 270.
South 44, Chicago Center, roger, welcome.
Alright, so continuing up here, we gotta go 2 more.
Yeah, 369 Cleveland offline, radar service terminated, change advisory approved, have a good day.
Is that a forklift? That is a forklift.
Air Canada 506, radar service terminated, change advisory approved, have a good day.
That's Mike.
And Delta 1607 Cleveland Center offline, radar service terminated, change advisory approved, have a good day.
Alright.
Southwest 3119, descend and maintain 3000.
3000,
Southwest 3119.
So this.
Here comes over 1607, dispatcher Richard.
Let's see, Tango. You'll be right here.
Delta 1607 is broken there. Cleveland is offline. Radar service terminated. Change of advisory approved. Have a good day.
Switching to one on West Dismal, I think so good the health.
Good day.
Oh yeah, so this one would be Tango. Test 1 holding short of 27 left on Tango.
Test 1 turn, I'm sorry, cross 27 left at Tango, hold short runway 27 center at Tango.
Cross 27 left at Tango and hold short of 27 right at center at Tango. That over there was actually where I'm supposed to go. Because that's the part that's going to match where I got to go more.
Southwest 484, descend via the ND6 arrival, runway 22 left, transition, midway altimeter 3006.
Descend via the ND6, 22 left, transition, Southwest 484.
So we're taxiing here. We gotta come up and look at our charts up here.
And test 1, cross 27 center at Tango, taxi to the GA ramp. Have a good day.
Cross 27 center, taxi to the GA ramp, and thanks for the help.
See ya.
We'll see ya. Alright, we can slow it down here.
American 1187, descend and maintain 1000.
Send 1000, American 1187.
Southwest 3119, turn left heading 360.
Marshall is up ahead.
360, Southwest 3119.
Alright, so parking brake is set. Go to the inside of the airplane. Go ahead and bring our thrust levels to idle. Wait for those to drop down to 0.
Delta 2781, you got a little ways to go, but cross Robbie at and maintain level 340.
We'll cross Robbie and maintain at 340 for Delta 2781.
That's off.
Southwest 3119, 900 miles from Sales. Cleared direct Sales. Cross Sales 3000. Cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left approach.
Flaps are up.
Clear direct sales, clear RNAV, Yankee 22 left approach, 2000 Southwest, 3119.
Just want to make sure I heard you right there, cross.
Alright, guys, that will be it. We had quite a bit of a taxi to get to here. And technically, we're not even where we're supposed to be. But I think that's just an error with this thing. Because if we were to be where it wanted us to, we'd be in the middle of the taxiway right over there. Actually, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Because you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. So I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I want to show you guys my other screen here. Okay, so you guys see where all this stuff is in front of me, right? We got a taxiway here, we got a taxiway there, we got the runway right there. So we got 2 taxiways before a runway, and then we have some, you know, cross sections right here, right? So if I were to show you guys my other screen, right? Show you guys my other screen. Here, if I was where it wanted me to be, this is where I should be, right? This is the general aviation ramp, right? We got 2 taxiways and a runway. It's saying that I'm in the north cargo ramp, right? The north cargo ramp, I will show you guys here in a second, is like quite literally not where I am. It's like behind where I am. So this is where I am, right? We're gonna showcase. You guys can see this. I'm showing you guys I'm not lying. This here is the cargo ramp, right? Yeah, this is the cargo ramp. This is the GA place, right? That's the 2 taxiways on the runway. This is the cargo place where one of me was saying that where it thinks that I am, but I'm not really there, which is kind of odd. But guys, that is it for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this this video, this live stream. Really I wasn't expecting it to be streaming for all this long, but you know what they say, you don't know what you get yourself into sometimes. But that's where we're gonna end it there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I sure did with this whole electric aircraft thing. There's more to come on the virtual airline thing soon. If I remember, I'll probably make a video about it here soon. And I will put a link for you guys to join if you guys want to join a virtual airline for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's still new. I'm in the airline with another person that I used to do 5M roleplay with. But other than that, it all was good. The flight was good. The battery and the range. Matter of fact, let's get our aircraft charging. I almost forgot to put on the charger. So swipe up. And I also do like how you can so we're gonna go place the chocks, open the doors, open the charger, call charger, and go to charger and put it to charge. But yeah, I do like how I do like everything, a lot of the things about this. Especially the fact that it tells you, it basically tells you how much you've spent charging. I want to say that's a cumulative with how much you've charged. Now, you don't actually pay this money in real life, but it's just like a thing they do virtually to make it like seem more realistic. Which is kind of cool. I like the Live to Air Eviation Alice. To my understanding, this is the only one from... Oh, well, I'm not even in the right mode to move my camera. Oh no, I'm shaking. There we go. But yeah, to my understanding, this is the only aircraft from Live to Air, and it's the Eviation Alice. I do like this aircraft a lot. If they can make like a maybe one that's not so realistic, you know what I mean? One that has like a whole lot of range and more power, and you know, maybe one that looks like a Q400. I think that will be kind of cool. This design is slim and spaceship and all, but maybe something that looks and feels more familiar. But I think we might see this aircraft in future live streams. It was quite fun to fly. If anything, I'll probably do this in like a recording or something. But I like it. There are a couple liveries for it, but there's not really any that looks good. I just chose this because I thought it looked good, but it didn't look too good. It's just black with a logo on it. That's just NTAS. What is this? I guess this means it's charging. I don't know. But anyway, guys, you guys weren't even seeing me seeing this anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna end it there for today. You guys have a good day. Remember, stay cool, stay legit. This is legit.